and she is riding Flair. Well, it's a 2-round competition that we see here today. And 14 nominations in this class. Gabrielle Kuna, the first of our riders out into the arena. So in the sport of show jumping, the object of the game to try and jump clear. Penalties are incurred if you knock a fence down, or you incur penalties for exceeding the time allowed. 93 seconds time allowed in the first round of competition. Gabby Kuna nicely through the first half of the course. 2 combinations in the arena. First at 4A, 4B. Second is the treble, which she comes up to very shortly. 10A, 10B and 10C. We finish over fence number 13. This is international show jumping. This is a 3 fences left to go. She's clear so far. Come on, Gabby. What a way to start this competition. The Sydney Royal Easter Show Grand Prix. She comes down to the final fence. Time is right. Safely on the last. Time 93. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's a clear round. No jumping penalties, no time penalties, and all clear. Well, that's what we wanted to see. That's how we start this competition. A clear round. So it's a 2-round competition. We'll take approximately 6 to 8 riders through to the second round, give or take a little. Rules state we must take 25% or all clear, with 14 nominations. And we welcome our second rider from down at Denison, just outside of Sale in the East Gippsland. Dairy farmers by trade. Number 59 in the catalogue, number 2 in the draw. This is Ali Lamb, Denison Park Combat. So each time a fence is knocked down, 4 penalties is added. Our judge today, Mr. Ho Na Yu, he sits up here in the judge's box, which is up on the 3rd floor of the Sydney Royal Stand. And he watches intently to see whether the fence is jumped cleanly or if it's knocked down. He doesn't judge style, form, presentation, just whether the fence is jumped cleanly or it's knocked down. The rider must jump all the fences in numerical order. Each of our riders we saw earlier on this afternoon make their way out and walk the course. They got to look where they've got to go. The horses, the first time they see the arena, it's when they canter out here with their rider on the back. So that is the real skill in show jumping, bringing horse and rider together. Coming down to the final fence, carrying the 8 jumping penalties, further 4 at the last, so 12 jumping penalties, 84.38, 84.38. The 3 rails down, 12 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 12. Let's welcome out now, number 3 in the draw. She ran second here 2 days ago. In the EA Cup, one of only 2 riders to jump a double clear round. And she is certainly looking to progress on that today. younger combination. Kate, in her early 20s, born and bred in North Queensland. She's always been a competitive rider, but it was when she moved to New South Wales that she really found her stripes as an elite show jumping rider. Based at Chatham Park, trains with George Sanna. She rides the horse, nominated by the Douglas family and ridden by Kate Hinchin. This is Finch Farm Cadell. Side by Charlemagne Ego Z. So Finch Farm Cadell, rider on course. Fortunately dropped the first fence down. Now it's a 2-round competition. Gabby Cooner, having jumped clean, knows that she most certainly will be back for the jump off round, or the second round of competition, a little bit later on this afternoon. This class was won in 2018 by Clint Beresford. Billy Raymond won it in 2017 with James Hetherington in 2016, and Rory Hovels, Yalambi Capino Z, and Alison Rowland won it in 2015. Who's going to put their name on the Frank Thomas Memorial Perpetual Trophy in 2019? Time will tell. Just carrying that first fence as she comes down to the final jump. Safely over the last. No problem with the time. 86.37, 86.37. Time allowed 93 seconds. So all three of our first three riders have been well under the time allowed. Gabby Cooner, 86.55. Ali Lamb, 84.38. And Kate Hinchin, 86.37. Time allowed, 93 seconds. It'll stand at that time. And we have got one clear round. One rider on 4 jumping penalties and one on 12 as we welcome out now next of our riders. This is his Grand Prix nomination. Won the silver final a couple of years ago up there at Aquis, owned by the McCann family. From Whittlesea in Victoria, Olympian from the 1996 Olympics. We welcome out number 4 in the draw, star of the Channel 7 Jump Off TV show. This is Russell Johnson, and he rides the McCann family's PRIX. Oh, safely on the last, stops the clock, 91.01. Oh, just got a little caught up in the treble. It's a spread fence or an oxer, 2 non-jumping strides to an oxer. PRIX not reading that second oxer. Came down on the back rail. That put him out of stride. Tried all his might to jump out. 8 jumping penalties. No time penalties, a total of 8. As we welcome out now the World Cup Series winner for 2018-2019. He's just been to Gothenburg to receive his award. He went to watch the World Cup final. And this is the next of our riders, number 5 in the draw, Aaron Hadlow, riding Valenvader. You have just joined us right here in front of us. We have special class 205 about to be awarded. This is best ridden Buckskin. In front of the Cumberland stand, we have at the moment currently being judged class number 435. This is the Welsh Pony Mare or Gelding, section A. In front of our judge, Mr. John Riley. And time now being just after 2:30, we welcome out the next of our classes, 506. This is a child's hack, over 15 hands, to be ridden by a child 12 years and under 17 years of age. To be judged today by Miss Marie Tompkinson. 20 nominations in that class. And we'll be bringing you the results throughout the afternoon. So Aaron Hadlow works for the Win TV network down at Wollongong. And he spends his weekends as a show jumper. Although more than just an amateur rider, he's been a professional rider for many, many years. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now turn our attention for special class number 205. This is our best ridden Buckskin. And congratulations to catalogue number 2070, the Sable Farm and Future Farms nomination of Glenfill Tiramisu, the beautiful Buckskin mare, nominated by the Sable Farm and Future Farms nomination. Catalogue number 2070, receiving the beautiful ribbon with our judge down there, Miss Shane Rusky-Fleming. And our steward down there, Mr. Mike Avent. Congratulating our winners and well done to our combination. Aaron Hadlow, 84.48, just that one rail down, 4 jumping penalties. No time penalties, a total of 4. As we welcome out now the next of our riders. Current Australian show jumping champion. And this is Amber Fuller, number 6 of 14 in the draw. And Amber is riding the Douglas family's CP Arantino. So Amber Fuller, CP Arantino, carrying the 8 jumping penalties, rail down at the Lighthouse fence, fence number 6, plus the B of the treble. Turns for home. With the 8, of course, we will take a percentage of the field back, so it's not over yet. 87.01 the time taken. 87.01. And a total of 8 for Amber Fuller and CP Arantino. Next out into the arena, won the EA Cup. We welcome out now Chris Chugg, PWS Levelinski. What a show he's had. KG Queenie and Chris Chugg this morning won the Mini Prix. What an amazing class. One of only 2 riders to jump clean. He and Gabby have been in the money pretty much every single day of the competition. Can he do another clear round? His fiance's already jumped clear, and we will see what the afternoon will unfold. And while the jumping's on, we now welcome the next of our classes, a very special class for many of our show horse exhibitors. This is special class number 530, the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion Galloway. And we welcome out Mrs. Julie Crisp as our judge here this afternoon. And they will be competing for the Jeff Whiddon Memorial Perpetual Trophy and awarded for the Australian National Champion Galloway in memory of H. Jeffrey Whiddon, and he was an RAS councillor from 1947 to 1962 and the Vice President of the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales from 1962 through to 1973. He served for many years as the Chief Steward of the Galloways and Chief Marshalling Steward. He was also the Chairman of the Arts and Crafts and member of the Horticultural and Show and Wine Spirits Committee. And it was donated by the late Mr. H.G. Whiddon and first presented in 1972. Well, results now of class number 435. The Welsh Pony Mare or Gelding Section A in front of the Cumberland stand. And congratulations to our winner, catalogue number 1369, H. Doan and Miss Jeannie M. Jeannie and B. Doolan from Macquarie Fields with Wanara Promise. Chris Chugg, 8 jumping, no time, a total of 8. Second place going to catalogue number 1862, Jet Newman with White Park Angel Dust. Third place going to catalogue number 1458, Carrie Furry with Illigwin Christabel. Fourth place going to catalogue number 1432, Ella Finn with Eagle Park Caesar. Fifth place going to catalogue number 1168, Kelly Burgess with Bedgate Castaway, and sixth place going to catalogue number 1468, Vanessa Galloway Smith with Bambara Snigger. So congratulations to our winner and place getters being presented with their ribbons as we speak on the far side of the arena in front of the Cumberland stand. Well, Chris Chugg leaves the arena, as we said there, with just the 2 rails down. PWS Levelinski, 8 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 8. 82.06. That ranks him in 4th place at this stage. Still, just that one clear round. Gabrielle Cooner, first horse on course, made it look like a Sunday afternoon stroll on a Monday. And way too easy. I think this course has got some very tricky parts. As we now welcome out the next of our riders. This is Talara Cameron, and she is riding Copperbella Verdi. Oh, safely the last. What a great round. Just the A element of the first of the combinations. 4 jumping penalties, 91.52, 91.52. 4 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 4. So that will put Hallie Cameron at this stage of the competition into 4th place. 3 riders on 4 jumping penalties. Aaron Hadlow and Valenvader, Kate Hinchin and Finch Farm Cadell, and now Talara Cameron and Copperbella Verdi. Those on the same number of penalties. We ranked them on time in the first round as well as penalties. It's how this article number works. As we welcome out now, next of our riders. And this is Gabrielle Cooner riding Sierra Casiago. Oh, just that first fence, and it rocked and it rolled, but it fell out of the cups. Unfortunately, 4 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 4 for Gabrielle Cooner and Sierra Casiago. So still Gabby, the only rider with her first horse to have jumped a clear round. As we welcome out now the next of our riders. And this is Brooke Langbecker. She rides the imported warm blood Quintago 1. Quinny, as he's known around the stables, been a top performer. He started to produce some amazing horses as well. Really looking forward to seeing what his progeny do in the upcoming years. Right now, though, we're not worried about his progeny. We're worried about him. Can he be our second clear round? The young gun, just 21 years of age, from Bow Desert in southeast Queensland. And she rides the Langbecker family nomination of Quintago 1. Oh, safely on the last. Another rider with 4 jumping penalties. Stops the clock. 88.25. 88.25. That'll put her into 5th place at this stage of the competition. 6 riders on 4 faults or less. Brooke Langbecker joins the exclusive club with Aaron Hadlow, Gabrielle Cooner, Kate Hinchin and Talara Cameron. Still, just that one clear round, Gabrielle Cooner and Flair. Next out into the arena. Three-time Australian show jumping champion. He's won it twice with Napa, Yandu Oaks Constellation. Represented Australia at the World Equestrian Games on 3 occasions. Certainly would be one of our contenders. Would certainly have the eye of the selectors for Tokyo 2020. It is Jamie Kermond, and he's riding Yandu Oaks Constellation. Well, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Jamie Kermond says Yandu Oaks Constellation with a couple of rails down. Not feeling his usual bright and sparky self. They'll go back to the drawing board. And no doubt they'll be back firing in days to come. But unfortunately that will end his 2019 campaign here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Second last competitor now makes their way out into the arena. And we welcome out Tom McDermott, number 13 in the draw. Unlucky for some, lucky for Tom. No doubt he's a very lucky rider. In fact, you wouldn't say he's lucky, he's a talented rider. And luck follows him because he constantly produces, does the hard yards, produces his horses to the elite level. Tom McDermott, next of our riders out, and he rides Elegance de la Chamille. If you have just joined us, we are watching special class down here in front of the Members and Sutton stand. This is special class number 530, the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion Galloway. In front of our judge, elite competitor for many years. Her and her husband were heavily involved in the Royal Canberra Show for many years, Mrs. Julie Crisp. She's won and placed here at Sydney Royal on countless occasions. And I know it'll be an absolute privilege and an honour for her to be judging here this year in front of a very exquisite lineup of Galloways. So our judge down here is judging the manners and paces of each of these horses, as well as conformation. Every one of these horses is a winner already. They have won their class to be able to qualify to come to the championship competition. So to win a ribbon at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, they're like hen's teeth. They're very rare. To get the honour to have a blue ribbon, well, in this sort of lineup of competition, that is even rarer. And there are many, many teams of horses that spend all year to try and get this opportunity. Come down here, you get one chance to impress the judge. So there's a lot riding on this competition this afternoon. Turn our attention now back to Tom McDermott. All clear at this stage. Comes up to the treble. This has been a problem fence. Tom, no problem there. 3 fences left to go. Turns away from home. Bit of a longer course that we've seen today. It's 540 metres that our international course designer, Mr. Werner Deeg, has designed. He turns for home. Looks good at this stage. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, warm those hands up. That's a clear round. 83.71, 83.71. No jumping penalties, no time penalties. That will put him as our quickest round, so that'll put him in first place. The order of go in the second round is all determined on your time in the first round. And Tom has sat himself in the box seat at this stage with one competitor left to go, Waitangi Skynet and Elliot Reeves. So 2 clear rounds, 5 on 4 faults, 1 on 8 faults in our top 8 at this stage. As we welcome out now, Waitangi Skynet and Elliot Reeves. Waitangi Skynet, Elliot Reeves, come out of the Rothwaite Farm Stables. He and his partner James Arkins run a very successful business. Based at Moss Vale, Elliot comes to us from the United Kingdom. Like many Poms, saw the light, realised that there's this great country called Australia, and now well and truly planted his feet here. 84.63, 84.63. The 3 rails down, 12 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 12. So the second round of competition will commence at 4:20 p.m. this afternoon, and we will have the order of go. In fact, at 4:30 this afternoon, and we will have that second round. It'll be a new course. The riders will walk, and that will happen at 4:30 p.m. for the next of our show jumping. Of course, we